It is the morning of the 3rd of the month. Margaret, 71 years old, walks slowly to her mailbox like she does every Tuesday. She is expecting her Social Security deposit notice. She has been receiving it the same way for 9 years. But today, something is different. She opens her bank app. She blinks. She refreshes the screen. The deposit is there, but it is smaller than she expected. Then she sees a second envelope, a white envelope, from the Social Security Administration. The words at the top say, "Notice of overpayment." Her hands begin to shake. She thinks to herself, "What did I do wrong? Did I lose my benefits? Will they take everything?" If you are watching this video right now, I want you to take a deep breath, because what just happened to Margaret is happening to thousands of seniors across America this year. And most of them have no idea why. Hello, my friend. I am Masha. I am a senior policy analyst. And for many years, I have helped retirees just like you understand the complicated rules behind Social Security, Ssdi, SSI, Medicare, and your retirement income. In the next few minutes, I am going to walk you through 5 major changes that have just taken effect for SSI, Ssdi, and Social Security recipients. These are not rumors. These are not predictions. These are official rule changes confirmed by the Social Security Administration, the IRS, and AARP. I will show you exactly what changed. I will show you the trap that is catching seniors off guard. And I will give you 3 clear actions you can take today to protect your benefits. And please, stay with me until the end. Because there is one hidden mistake that many seniors are making right now. A mistake so simple, so quiet, that it can suspend your entire monthly benefit without any warning. I do not want that to happen to you. So pour yourself a cup of coffee or tea, sit back, and let us begin. Let me tell you about Robert. Robert is 68 years old. He is a retired postal worker from Ohio. He worked his whole life. He paid into Social Security every single paycheck. He raised 3 children. He never missed a tax payment. He is, by every measure, a careful man. In January of last year, Robert started receiving his Social Security retirement benefit, around $1,800 a month. He felt proud, he felt secure. Then, in February of this year, Robert decided to switch his bank. His old bank had raised its fees, and his daughter helped him open a new account at a credit union with no monthly charges. Robert called the Social Security 1-800 number. He spoke to an agent. He gave his name, his Social Security number, his old bank account, and his new bank account. The agent was polite. The agent thanked him. The agent said, "We will update your information." Robert hung up the phone. He felt good. He felt like a responsible citizen. But on the 3rd of March, Robert's payment did not arrive. Not in his old bank. Not in his new bank. He called Social Security. He waited on hold for 2 hours. And then he learned the truth. The phone change had not gone through. Because of a new rule that took effect in 2025, Robert was required to verify his identity either online through his My Social Security account or in person at a Social Security office before any direct deposit change could be processed. The agent had taken his information, but the system had flagged it, and no one had told Robert. His payment was sitting in limbo. It would take another 4 to 6 weeks to resolve. Robert had done everything right his whole life. But one small thing he did not know cost him his monthly check. And my friend, that is exactly what I do not want to happen to you. So let us go through every change, one by one, in plain language. The first change is the one most seniors have heard about: the cost of living adjustment, or COLA. For 2026, the Social Security Administration announced a 2.8% COLA. This applies to retirement benefits, Ssdi, survivor benefits, and SSI. If you receive SSI, your federal payment standard rose from $967 to $994 per month for an individual, and from $1,450 to $1,491 per month for a couple. If you are on Ssdi, the substantial gainful activity limit, which is the most you can earn from work without losing your disability benefit, rose to $1,690 per month for non-blind recipients and $2,830 per month for blind recipients. The average retired worker now receives about $2,071 per month, up from 2015's. This sounds like good news, and it is good news. But here comes the trap. Many seniors assumed this 2.8% raise would be extra money in their pocket. It is not. The standard Medicare Part B premium climbed almost 10% this year, from $185 a month to $202.90 a month. That increase, $17.90 a month, is automatically deducted from your Social Security check before you ever see it. So when you opened your bank app in January and the deposit looked smaller than you expected, now you know why. And here is something even more important for SSI recipients. The resource limit did not change. It is still $2,000 for an individual and $3,000 for a couple. That number has not changed since 1989. Let me explain why this matters. If you are on SSI and your savings account, your checking account, your bonds, anything you own that counts as a resource, goes even $1 over $2,000 in any month, you can lose your benefit for that month, and you may receive an overpayment notice. This is the quiet danger of the 2026 COLA. The check went up, but the rules around it became tighter. The second change is one of the biggest in decades. It is called the Social Security Fairness Act, signed into law on January 5, 2025. This law repealed two old rules that punished public service workers for the rest of their lives. The first was the windfall elimination provision, called WEP. The second was the government pension offset, called GPO. If you were a teacher, a firefighter, a police officer, a postal worker, or any kind of state or federal employee whose pension came from work that did not pay into Social Security, these old rules reduced or even eliminated your Social Security benefit. Now, those rules are gone. The Social Security Administration has been issuing retroactive payments going back to January 2024 and increasing monthly benefits for everyone affected. But here is the trap, and please listen carefully. Many retirees believe they had to fill out a new application to claim their increase. That is wrong. If you are already receiving Social Security, the SSA has stated clearly that no action is required from you except one thing, and this is critical. You must make sure your mailing address and your direct deposit information are correct in your My Social Security account at SSA.gov, because if your retroactive lump sum, which could be thousands of dollars, gets sent to a closed bank account or an old address, you will wait 30, 60, even 90 days for a replacement check. And there is one more warning. That lump sum could push your income high enough that up to 85% of your Social Security benefits become taxable for the year. The IRS does allow something called a lump sum election that lets you spread that retroactive payment back across the prior year for tax purposes. But you must elect it on your tax return. Your tax preparer needs to know. If you are a surviving spouse, please listen even more carefully. Some survivor cases have been delayed because they require manual recalculation. If you believe you are owed an adjustment, do not assume it will happen automatically. Call SSA or visit your local field office. Now I need you to pay very close attention, because this third change is the one that has hurt the most seniors so far this year. In 2024, if Social Security accidentally overpaid you, they could only take back 10% of your monthly benefit at a time. It was painful, but manageable. That changed on March 27, 2025. For any new overpayment notice issued after that date, the Social Security Administration can now withhold 100% of your monthly Social Security check until the debt is fully repaid. That means your entire payment. Gone. Until the balance is zero. And let me be honest with you. Overpayments are often not your fault. The agency makes mistakes. A change in your work activity is not recorded properly. A spouse passes away and the system delays the update. A simple error. But if you ignore the notice, the consequences are severe. If you do nothing for 60 days, the appeal window closes. After that, your benefit can be automatically suspended at 100%. And the case can even be referred to the Treasury Offset Program, which can intercept your federal tax refunds and take up to 15% of your future Social Security benefits. Now, here is the good news. You have 3 powerful rights under federal law. Please write these down. The first is Form SSA 634. This is the request for change in overpayment recovery rate. If you cannot afford to lose your full check, this form asks SSA to lower the recovery amount based on your financial hardship. The second is Form SSA 632. This is the request for waiver of overpayment recovery. If the overpayment was not your fault and you cannot afford to pay it back, this form asks SSA to forgive the debt entirely. The third is Form SSA 561. This is the request for reconsideration. If you believe the overpayment is wrong or the amount is wrong, this form starts your appeal. And here is the most important part. While your appeal or waiver is pending, SSA cannot collect from you. Your check stays whole, but you must act within 60 days of the notice. 60 days, not 61. For SSI overpayments, the rule is different. The withholding rate for SSI remains at 10%, not 100. So if you are on SSI, please do not panic. The 100% rule does not apply to your monthly SSI benefit. This is the change that caught Robert from our story, and I do not want it to catch you. In March of 2025, the Social Security Administration tightened its identity proofing rules. After some public concern, they partially reversed course. Most retirement, survivor, and disability claims can still be verified over the phone. But there is one thing you can no longer do over the phone alone. You cannot change your direct deposit banking information by phone without proper identity verification. If you want to change your bank, you must do one of two things. Either you log into your My Social Security account at SSA Gov My Account and verify your identity online through login.gov or ID@me, or you visit your local Social Security field office in person. A phone call by itself will not do it anymore. And please, my friend, this is also a moment to talk about scams. Because there are people pretending to be from Social Security calling seniors right now. They will say your benefits are about to be suspended. They will say there is a problem with your account. They will demand payment in gift cards or wire transfers. The Social Security Administration will never call you to threaten you. They will never demand gift cards. They will never ask for your full Social Security number on an unsolicited call. If anyone calls you and pressures you, hang up. Then call SSA yourself at 1-800-772-1213. The fifth change is one you may have heard described in the news as Social Security is no longer taxed. I have to be careful with you here, because that headline is not accurate. Here is what actually happened. In July 2025, Congress passed a new tax provision that gives a special deduction to taxpayers age 65 and older. It is up to $6,000 per eligible person, or up to $12,000 for a married couple where both spouses are 65 or over. You qualify for the full amount if your modified adjusted gross income is at or below $75,000 if you are single, or $150,000 if you file jointly. The deduction phases out completely at $175,000 single or $250,000 joint. This is a real helpful tax break, and it runs through tax year 2028. But please understand, Social Security benefits are still potentially taxed under IRS rules. Up to 50 or 85% of your benefits can still be subject to federal income tax depending on your combined income. The new $6,000 deduction reduces your taxable income, which indirectly lowers what you owe. It does not eliminate the tax on Social Security itself. If you adjust your tax withholding because someone told you Social Security is no longer taxed, you may be in for a painful surprise next April when the IRS sends you a bill, plus an underpayment penalty. So before you make any changes to your withholding, talk to a tax preparer, or use the free tools at irs.gov, including IRS Free File and IRS Direct File, both available at no cost to seniors. Now, my friend, I promised you I would give you 3 exact actions to take. Please take a moment, get a pen, and write these down. Step 1. Go to SSA Gov My Account and either log in or create your free My Social Security account today. This is the single most important thing you can do. Once you are logged in, verify 3 things. First, your current mailing address. Second, your direct deposit information. Third, your December COLA notice, which shows your exact 2026 payment amount. If any of these look wrong, fix them now, before any payment is missed. Step 2. If you receive any letter from the Social Security Administration, especially anything labeled Notice of Overpayment or anything mentioning a change in your benefit, do not ignore it. Read the date on the top of the letter. From that date, you have 60 days to respond. Call SSA at 1-800-72-1213 or visit your local field office and ask which form applies to your situation. Form SSA 634 to lower the recovery rate. Form SSA 632 to request a waiver. Form SSA 561 to appeal. While your request is pending, your benefit cannot be reduced. Step 3. Keep clean, organized copies of every important document. Your Social Security Award letter, your most recent COLA notice, your pension statements, your bank statements showing your monthly deposits, your Medicare premium notice, your most recent tax return. Keep them in one folder, in one safe place. If a question ever arises, you will have your proof ready and you will not have to scramble. And now, my friend, I want to tell you the hidden mistake I promised you at the beginning. The mistake that is costing seniors their full monthly benefit right now, quietly, without warning. The hidden mistake is this. Many seniors check their bank account every month and see their deposit and assume everything is fine. They never log into their My Social Security account. They never check their official notices. They never confirm their information. Then one day, an overpayment notice arrives in the mail, or a Medicare premium changes, or a bank account update fails to go through. And by the time they realize something is wrong, the 60-day window has already closed. Once that window closes, you lose your right to appeal. You lose your right to request a waiver. You lose your right to negotiate the recovery rate. The system will simply withhold your full benefit until the debt is paid. Do not let this happen to you. Log into SSA Gov My Account. Read your notices. Open every envelope from SSA the day it arrives. The system is not designed to remind you. The system is designed to act on the information it has. Your job is to make sure that information is correct. My friend, I want you to listen to me carefully one more time. The rules are changing faster than ever before. This year alone, we have seen the Social Security Fairness Act, the new 100% overpayment recovery rule, new identity verification requirements, the 2026 COLA, and a brand new senior tax deduction. 5 major changes in 1 year, and there will be more. There will be Medicare adjustments. There will be banking regulation updates. There will be airport travel rule changes that affect seniors. There will be insurance policy shifts that can deny coverage you thought you had. You cannot rely only on YouTube notifications to keep you informed. YouTube does not always show you my videos in time. The algorithm changes. Notifications get lost. So here is what I want you to do. Click the link in the description below this video. It will take you to the Global Senior Alerts official WhatsApp channel. When you join, you will receive a free download of our Senior Benefits Protection Guide. This guide includes the exact forms I mentioned today, the official phone numbers, the websites, and a checklist you can use to protect your benefits month by month. You will also receive real-time alerts whenever something important changes in Social Security, Ssdi, SSI, Medicare, pensions, banking rules, insurance policies, or airport travel regulations for seniors. No spam, no nonsense. Just the facts you need, the moment you need them. Please do this today. Not next week, not next month. Today. Because Margaret, the woman from the beginning of this video, the one who opened that white envelope at her kitchen table, she is real to thousands of seniors who are facing this right now, and I do not want you to ever feel that fear. You worked your whole life for these benefits. You earned every single dollar, and it is your right, your duty to yourself to protect them. Thank you for spending this time with me today. I am Masha. Stay informed, stay protected, and I will see you in the next video.